All right, so the world is marking International Rural Women's Day 2022, and the UN calling for action to support rural women and girls to grow their capacities to respond to climate change through agricultural production, food security and natural resources. We're now joined by the Director of Smallholder Development at the Department of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, Dr. Jemina Moen. Dr. Moen, thank you very much. Firstly, how would you say South Africa is treating rural women overall? Of course, there are many different areas, but how would you describe their overall situation?
Good afternoon, Mayor Irman, and to the viewers. I'm Jemina Moen, the Chief Director, actually, for Food Security at the Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development. The position that you mentioned was my previous position of Director Smallholder. Thank you for that.
All right, we apologize about that. Thanks, Doctor.
No problem, ma'am. The department and government at large, we all know South Africa is still a growing country. It's still on its route to growth. And we know as well that all that will have to bring the country to its full capacity in terms of economic growth is the land, is farming. Hence, we are encouraging farming, especially in rural areas. That will also assist us to say, let growth happen where people are and not people going away from where they are and looking for growth elsewhere.
Would you say, the traditional view has been that men can more easily get involved in the big agricultural operations and women, because they are looking after families and at home, are often involved in subsistence farming. Is that the big picture still?
Not anymore. That was previous. We are, as I'm speaking to you now, visiting a woman farmer in Sidibeng, who is doing very well. She was a manager at a big company. She resigned and started farming. So that era of saying farming, excellent farming will only be with men is no more there. And this is the trend and the policies of our government today, that let's prioritize women, especially in money, for the reason that you said, that they actually provide food for the household, let alone them being food secured themselves first.
All right, so what can we do in finality to pave the way for more women to get involved?
We are doing, we have done policies, of course, already. We have also norms and standards that are very clear to say all government support processes must prioritize at the minimum 50% of women. And this information gets communicated to these women through our provincial colleagues in the provincial departments of agriculture, wherein they hold these study groups. They share the information even online these days because of the technology, so that most women are encouraged to grow their own food, especially because we realize the food prices have gone up. And if you grow your own vegetables, it's becoming a little bit affordable in terms of the poverty aspects.
All right, thank you very much. That was Dr. Jemina Moen from the Department of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, looking at International Day of Rural Women, and that is being observed around the world.